Side nigga, my game vicious. With a pot and fork, I can grant wishes. Can't tell the difference, my rim inches or thick bitches. Hip dimensions, now nevertheless, my gang cold. Pretty boy swag, I take your hoe. Never understood what they hate me for. That's just a demonstration, they ain't getting dope. Born street, that band life. Born and bred on Van Dyke. Run the streets, that's every night. Now who is he? I'm M Guy. Did a photo shoot in polo boots. Is that real loot? I promise you. Had $100 bill in the light show. It's real boss freak. That's sweet, but I'm scared of you. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Streets. We came back to see y'all. I'm the one and only Reek, and to the right of me is the
Gucci, the diva.
The lovely Gucci diva. And always we got super producer in the building, Rico. You know what I'm saying? We missed y'all last week, but it was goddamn Easter. You know what I'm saying? How was your Easter?
You know, my Easter was nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed Easter. I didn't go to church because if I don't go to church all year round, I'm not going to go to church on Easter Sunday. But the church is always in me. I'm always God top every day. So don't ever get that twisted.
I know that's right. I miss Easter service this year. We took the kids to Kalahari.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, my sister came. My mother-in-law, my girl, our kids. And they had an Easter egg hunt there at Kalahari. It was 18,000 eggs.
Wow.
Kids, little nigglets, Caucasides just running everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
It was nice though. It was nice. They had a ball. They went swimming. I snuck around the corner. They had a buffet. I gained about 90 pounds. It was fire. It was like $75 a person though. It was worth it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Moments
are priceless.
We're going to talk a little bit of sports since the Lions won this season, Tigers winning, and the Pistons in the playoffs. They done split a game, and it's looking real good. So since it's looking good, Feed the Streets will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? Sweet level as always. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be throughout the duration of this game. Hopefully we go to the to the finals. And then, and when that coming back will be the Lions. Hopefully, the Lions replicate what they did last year. How it was a lot of Lions pride going on. Was you one of them?
I was like in the group in the end, like, hey, Lions, let me get my t-shirt at the end. I can't even lie. Are we about to win? Detroit, because I'm Detroit all day. So it's okay if you jump in at the end. Just jump in.
Exactly.
People was all like, oh, y'all fake fans. No, we're Detroit at the end of the day. And some people just like when people start winning. And they got other stuff to do. Like, come on now.
And you know what? Everybody love a winner. Ain't nothing wrong
Everybody
with that.
love a winner. And everybody love a winner.
The Lions start winning. I'm proud of them. I'm a little nervous, though. Because we can't draft our way to a Super Bowl. We got to get some key players. Yeah. I'm hoping that we pick them up. For former athletes out there, y'all kind of know the schedule when you have a serious problem where, like, for example, Hutch broke his leg. Don't expect Hutch to come right back playing like he was. He might, but don't expect it. And don't expect it out of none of the players. Levi Arike, they only signed him to a 1-year deal. It's getting tight with money. So we got to fish and figure it out. We're in that window of getting a Super Bowl. And we want to prolong that as long as we can and try and win as many Super Bowls as we can. But this is the NFL, and we all know what NFL stands for. Not for long. So don't nothing last forever in the NFL.
What's going on with some player? He unfollowed the Lions' name, J-Mo Williams, or...
Oh, he unfollowed the Lions?
Yeah, they supposed to trade him or something. He kind of upset. He choose a side. He been tweeting. Who is this guy?
So J-Mo is like our speedster. That's the guy who runs deep. He catches the deep balls. He's the guy who, when in the playoffs, Teddy Bridgewater came in for that one play. He handed the ball off, and the dude ran around the whole field and got a touchdown. That's Jameson Williams.
Did he be dancing? He one of those?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
We need him, Detroit.
But see, it's a business, and at the end of the day, can we afford them?
Oh.
So you only got so much money, and for the fans out there that don't understand salary caps, you can't go past. So just to make it simple, you got $300 and you got 53 players you got to pay. You know what I mean? Some of those players are getting $50 by themselves, and you know, and the leftovers is going to the other players in 20 and 24, and the league minimum I think is $2 million. So that's the logistics of it, and I mean they got to figure out a way to pay J-Mo. I don't know if we would be able to pay J-Mo though. So that's, and then the part with him getting caught with a gun.
Okay, so he one of those.
Yeah,
okay.
But we need that. I mean, you know, Detroit got an image of being the bad boy. You know what I mean?
We the bad boys.
We the bad boys.
Even the bad girls.
Even the bad girls. I'm trying to tell you. So it's a stigma that we have, and we gotta keep it. And I think J-Mo fits, you know, with the grit. He represents, you know, the community, and he's the look. The problem is that you got to figure out how to make that deal happen. My opinion, go with TJ Hooker, drop Goff, and see what happens. I think that the offense could sustain even better if we had a mobile quarterback, because Jared can't run. Our quarterback right now, and he'll be the only in our division that can't run, and in the whole league, I think it's only 3 quarterbacks that can't run, and he's one of them. So that's not a good look. And
did you ever go to one of the games?
I'm a season ticket holder.
Are you? You be there?
Not all the time. Okay. I used to go to all the games, but
you got other stuff to do.
Yeah. And speaking of other things to do, we break our neck to come see y'all. So support, like, share, and comment, because we could be doing anything else, but we do this for y'all, you know, so we could bring y'all the news. And then for other news, we got what's that bubble eye? I almost called her bitch. I'm working on myself. You know what I'm saying? The bubble eye girl, Tracy
Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Diana Ross' daughter.
That's Diana Ross' daughter?
Ain't that Diana Ross?
Yeah,
Diana Ross' daughter.
Her real daughter.
You didn't know?
And she thought like that. She come from money and everything.
But that'd be the one.
I see.
What if you just came from money, you got everything you wanted just from a baby, you never had to feel the struggle? You gonna be kind of weird.
Did you see her on that podcast with
I was hearing a little bit, but give me a little bit more. I know she's supposed to be wanting to date some younger guys, and she kind of like influencing the Krugers a little bit, because them old guys been messing up lately. What's up with look at Shay Shay?
What happened with Shay Shay?
Well, do you know Shay Shay Shannon? Mm-hmm. Well, a 20-year-old, he was just messing with OnlyFans. She's putting rape on him, $50 million. Like, he's messing with them young girls. Let me tell you something. Black successful men that's not married, they're going to take you down. Diddy, you're going to have all this money. You don't want to get married at the top. They feel like you're playing, and they're going to take you down. If you're not married, you're going to just be playing around with the whores and the scammers at the top. That's about you worried about the wife taking your money. You got to worry about them scammer girls, them hookers, them prostitutes who don't care about you on the holiday, getting your money. And she had some hidden cameras in there. So
how you get raped on camera?
It clearly was a setup, okay. But because he a black man, they can use it. She get the right lawyer. If anything, he can pay her off. The simple fact that she throwing it out on his name. He don't need that on his name. This is a dirty game out here in America.
You know what? I think my opinion on this is that more people need to recognize where the strength is in putting together a union. And that's why you don't have them, because like if you don't have the value or know the value of being the difference between 2 and 1 being together, this is 2, you separated, you not gonna value it. And so that's why a lot of these men and women, like for example, Tracy Ross, right? She running around talking about she only date younger men. You know why? Just like the same reason Shannon Sharp going after younger women.
To control them, or are they molesters?
You want me to tell the truth?
Yeah, it's like, are you molested? Are you got like some sickness going on, or do you want to control somebody?
If you got money and you could get what you want, do you go after the more attractive or the least attractive?
The more attractive.
Younger is always better.
Wow.
So she getting younger men.
Okay.
He getting younger women. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they are in that position they can get what they want. You know.
Maybe these are the real freaks who think the younger just got more energy. Is that what it is?
No, I don't.
Because I don't really think that's true.
You ever dated younger?
It's my grandparents. I mean, my mother raised me, but I got an old soul. So just talking to somebody young, I was like, boy, bad. You know, my wisdom. I might play some OJs and stuff like that. So they doing too much, this younger group. So I'm straight. Maybe if I get on Tracy level, maybe I get some big money. Then I don't know.
So she basically, I mean, them her toys. That's what she playing with. You know what
I'm saying? Always that younger guy that might be mature, might got a little money. It's always that one that come through the door, be like, you young? Shit.
But see, Tracy can't get nobody her age. Ain't nobody finna.
I can't say that.
If she could, she would.
Really? Well, nobody probably. Tracy look at Oprah. She got somebody her age, but he looked like the Deacon. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So maybe not nobody fancy.
But I mean, you got to look at it for what it's worth. If you go after somebody younger, right? One, you can manipulate them, right?
Right.
Two, they looking up to you because you got shit that they don't have and they inspire to get.
Yeah.
For a female, it's a little different than a man because for a female, they're not gonna give that boy children, but a man can still impregnate a woman. So that's the only difference. But when you look at it for what it's worth, this woman is going to be like, shit, I got me a younger thing. Stella got her groove back.
Right.
A dude gonna be like, shit, I got me a little younger woman. Like Donald Trump, his wife, what, 30 years younger than him or some shit like that? Or 20
that is
years?
True.
So, it's always all these successful men, black or white, they go for,
But I'm mad Tracy is representing the no kids. See, I don't have no kids, and I'm 44. She represents the no kids. But she ain't looking too good. Look like she got some cats and some stuff. Don't be messing up the girls with no kids now. Like we desperate. Going for the youngies. Dang, I just hate to see the girl with no kids representing us.
But she don't represent you. You know what I'm saying? She's just a woman with no kids.
So, thank you.
I think that she's really going through something. She's trying to prove she happy when she not.
She's not happy.
Yeah, she don't look happy. Like, when I see her, it's like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not an ugly woman. She's a beautiful sister.
She's kind of off.
But her energy is like,
it's her energy.
Yeah, I'm not happy. And then when she started talking about men her age, it's like, all right, baby, this is what you got to look at. Have you met every man? Have you fucked every man? If so, then, I mean, you put yourself out there, so ain't none of them going to take you serious. And if you haven't met and fucked every man, then you don't got the right to say older men is a certain way.
Right. I think she was probably a lesbian.
You think so?
The way you don't understand it and she confused. To me, she was in the lesbian box and now, but she can't come out. But now it's like I do younger. I think she more come off as a lesbian to me. Because why I never hear that why you not married?
And then, you know what? Not jumping topic, but getting on Shannon Sharp motherfucking ass. How the fuck you get caught up in this? They on your head for unleashing Cat Williams' ass out there. You know what I'm saying?
Why did it get?
So, they was gonna.
It go back to the Bible, the temptation. These females, these butts. I mean, they all over the internet. I'm looking at butts all day, twerking all that. I guess the temptation is so strong. The women just stay aggressive with the boobs. It's like crazy, and she was all like, choke me daddy and put up, you know what I'm saying?
So you saw the video?
Well, they start throwing out the text messages and because he came back and said, oh no, she liked this. He got a text message. She's telling me to choke her and screw, you know what I'm saying? So he starts speaking like,
But she famous regardless. Even if she don't get a dime, somebody gonna want to interview her. We want to interview you.
And she's kind of erotic. So another person, she gonna get the millions somehow because they on her. They calling her right now. Yeah. They like, oh, you put it in your butt?
One of them saying in the comments, manipulation is a strong word. Maybe mode is a better term. she look happy to me. She can give her perspective from her experience. That don't make her gay or a cat keeper. Wow, y'all wild and laughing.
Ooh.
Well, thank you for the comment.
And I appreciate that opinion because you're right about that. Because opinions are just opinions, and you're right about that because it could be the other way. She could be at peace. She could be happy, and the person who appear happy could be miserable. So you're definitely right.
I think that she unhappy. I really do. She show all signs of it. You know, whenever you group a bunch of people and you ain't like I said, you ain't fucked every man. You know, every man is like this. That's your way of trying to down every man to hope that one of them will stand up and be like, I ain't like that. No, it's who you attracting, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you change your swagger, you know, and then like not jumping the subject, but just going back to the manipulation thing. I mean, she may not be manipulating these young dudes, but I think she is, because why would you get with a younger man and you really had nothing to offer that man? There's no possibility of a real relationship. So it's, you know, like you depriving him of something. So he can't continue his legacy through you. So why would you fuck his life up or hold his life up? You know what I'm saying? She need to be dating what's for her. She 52 years old, you know. Get with a man that's around your age group, that's already settled and don't want no more kids or some kids, and get out the way. That's why the younger women not listening to the older women, because the older women competing for the same men as the...
Well, what happened was you got all these older men. We don't want no old chicks and nothing they could do. So the old chicks are hearing y'all want these younger girls. So they putting up a fight saying, oh, y'all don't want us. So in a way, I kind of respect it because the old men, like we going younger. So what happens when all the old ladies, all the Krugers, all the ones who can cook greens and macaroni and cheese, what do they say? We don't want y'all old butts either. We're going to go after the young guys. So what happens when they flip the game? So I kind of like it a little bit because there's a lot of old guys openly saying, and I hear it at my job all the time, I want nothing old. You know what I'm saying? Get me a young. You hear it like a million times. So if I was an older lady, I'd be like, oh, them young bitches.
I don't really know the whole story.
Am I old or young? I'm 44. What group I'm in?
You are a baby cougar.
Okay, because I'm like, where am I placed at? Because I feel like I'm the young girl.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Honestly, we in the same age group. I just say middle age. Yeah. But hopefully, shit.
We can date your granddad. I can date your granddaddy, the father, and your son. That's where I'm at. Hello. But I'm not.
I don't know the whole story, but if the young guy is into her, because she got a nice little body, and a lot of younger guys, I know when I was younger, I dated a lot of older women.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the exact whole story, but I understand what you're saying. But just because she got some bread too, man. So it's like you don't know what type of agreement they got.
No, so this was going on.
You know, so I didn't read the whole article or hear too much about it.
So this is what Hollywood's saying about
That's real.
They saying that she get with these dudes, you know, and, you know, try to round with them, and then she start falling in love with them and be stalking them.
What?
Yes, and they be trying to move away from her. That's why you think about it. I mean,
wow.
I mean, she not ugly. She got bread. Why ain't none of the young dudes locked down with her? What's the problem?
She crazy.
I don't know what it is.
Money do not equal. I'm enjoying you, and really, I just want to come get this little bit. I'm out 30 minutes. You know, I realize that money do not.
Yeah, money is nothing. Like, only people...
I dated money before, and it's like, okay, I'd rather let me go have fun with the guy with a little less. If you got good personality, good vibes, we can just go get some ice cream. So that's when you know you got somebody valuable, when you don't have to spend so much money and still be happy.
You know what the difference is between a $300,000 house and $1 million house? The rooms is bigger.
Wow.
What's the difference between a $40,000 vehicle and a $150,000 vehicle? The seats might massage you or some shit like that. Like it's still going to get you point A to point B.
So what's the difference between the young girl and the older girl?
Shout out to my baby. You know, my girl younger than me. So younger, honestly, it feel better than older. I dated an older woman. I dated a younger woman. It feel better. It's prettier to look at. know what I'm saying?
Like, I never heard that.
So that's, I mean, most guys, I mean.
And I think if I was an older guy, I think they go after the younger girl because she makes them feel younger. So it's like I can go back in time.
I don't know. I can't agree with that shit.
Really?
Hell no.
I think I could bring the youth out of you.
Listen, you ain't that much younger than me.
Okay.
But no, my girl, I'm going to tell you why she made me feel old as hell because we played basketball and she beat me. So,
you said that last story before.
So yeah, I feel old as hell. Oh, she cooked my ass. I was all in Kalahari looking for one of them basketball things. They only got one.
I love those little game things.
Yeah. So I mean, some guys might feel younger, but I don't think it make you feel younger. I think honestly, if anything, make you feel like, you know, you got to put your best foot forward because you're a little older. So, you know,
that's good.
You know, you can't stop. So
a guy definitely want to lead though, right? He definitely want to lead. He want to be able to teach his girl something. Is that true?
For sure. If
a girl just, can I ask you a question? If a girl just, because I noticed he just said she got bread. What happens if you date this girl and she already got this big house? She already done bought her new car. She done bought everything. How do a guy really feel if he not really the guy who just struggling and pimping her? Seriously.
Oh, that's a perfect question for me.
You get it?
No, I'm going to tell you. My girl bought a big ass house. She got a new car. She got her shit together. For me, I mean, she respect me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? And she allows me to be the man of her house. And that's her house. I always tell her it's her house. Like, because it is. You know what I'm saying? I got my own shit.
She'll make you feel that's a good woman.
Yeah, she don't make me feel no type of way. So I think it all depends on the female. Like some females, I've been with females that like to put me out of their house. What? And my house costs more than they
I've been with a guy who threw me out 8 times.
What? 8? You came back that many?
Exactly. And my mom would be mad at me right now.
You know what?
Only because my attitude was, he really let me back. I'm about to shake the house and he don't even know it.
But that's a good quality. Like a lot of dudes think that that's crazy, right? That ain't crazy. You loyal. You want to continue.
If I love you, I'm going to ride it. I don't got no pride. I don't got no ego. But when I'm gone, I'm gone. Because you're going to remember. Because guess what he's saying now? That girl loved me. And I wasn't crazy, the type that mess up your car, break the window.
See, there you go.
But you gonna know I loved you and I fought. I'm like the back in the day grandmother who stayed 50 years. I'm a rider. If I love you, I love you. I'm going through the worst, the good, and all of that. I ain't just about to just walk away because we having a bad day. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's deep. I think I think any woman that is willing to put her ego aside for her man is a very valuable woman. Like you got 1,000% of women. I'm just exaggerating. I'm using it as a euphemism. You got a gang of women that have no problem with putting their pride right before they fall. They'll look right at I don't care, but the whole time broke down inside. You know what I'm saying? Acting a fool, acting like crazy inside. So it's hurting them more than letting it out and expressing it. And then you got a woman that'll be like, hey, no, I don't want to lose. That, like, if you lose a man that say, you tell him you don't want to lose him, and that dude been kind of like locked in with you, you ain't lose nothing because he wasn't really locked in. He was just playing a role.
That's why I respect the girl who don't got time to play games. And she'll just, once you put her out once, she gone. So another guy would never, I would never. Oh, I had the older guy of 20 years older than me who just, if you just speak, if you just have an opinion, I said, be quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And no. Oh, I want peace. You could go. You know, it's one of those.
So you was married to Mister. Gucci
so
fixing the same
girl. Even though I had that experience, going forward, you put me out once or twice, that's it. I'm moving on. Girl, if he put you out like a dog, you don't have standards. And my mama taught me that. You don't even give them satisfaction. So I respect the girl. Even though I talk that stuff, that wasn't a good look for me.
Man, most of these
men ain't gonna respect you for that.
Most of these girls want you to move in with them.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't.
You know why, right?
That.
The difference.
So they can control you, so they can throw you out in the black garbage bag.
The difference with you, because you don't have children.
Is that what it is?
A lot of times nowadays, it's like say a guy can have his stuff together, but the woman, if she has children, she don't want to take that risk of uprooting her children out her house.
Is that what it is?
And something go wrong in a lot of cases, unless they just need some place to stay. If you don't just need a place to stay, why would you take a chance gambling to move in with a man with your children for him to possibly kick your ass out? So the man usually end up going over there. Sometimes he can rent his house out or do whatever if he's spending the night over there all the time until they decide, let's go get a house together, son. I wouldn't blame her though. If she already got her shit together, why move and uproot your children to go somewhere else?
That makes sense. I ain't gonna lie, because my situation, I'm just throwing mine out there. My girl lives by my ex-wife. And then, like, well, I got family on her block. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Family on the ex-wife block.
My new girl block. So it's a bunch of new houses over there.
Okay.
So for me, it's more convenient for me to be there than it is for her to be at my house.
Okay. Sometimes it works like that way.
My house is closer to her office.
Okay.
But it's like, you know.
But that's just because of the girl you got. She make you feel like she don't have you say, you come, it's our place. That's just because the way she make you feel when you come in. She probably got your house shoes at the door and she ain't trying to, this is my place, this is my stuff.
No, I gotta give it to her, man. I mean, she totally made me feel like
that girl. Yeah.
It'd be easy for me to leave because majority of all the clothes that's
and
there.
She wouldn't dare want to put you out.
No, she ain't got to. I mean, all the stuff that's there that's mine, she bought. So it really ain't.
You know the ones we put out, the ones who don't help out, don't pay nothing, they just come and want to just play the video games. They online, just sending pictures to everybody. Just the bum.
You
Not
know
the
what?
one we throwing out with the.
You know why that person is a bum? And shout out to the bums.
You're not a bum.
No, but
she gonna be like, come on, let me feed you.
But this the thing, though. Shout out to the bums, because without bums, you wouldn't have winners. You know what I'm saying? Without losers, you wouldn't have winners. Okay. But the reason why a lot of the people ain't winning is because they spending their time doing the wrong shit. Now, if you scrolling up and down, sending pictures and you know all of that instead of getting out here inboxing somebody like, hey man, you need your leaves raked, or you know what I'm saying, you need a bottle of water, whatever the fuck you trying to hustle. If you not focusing on your hustle,
I'm learning that, then
naturally you gonna be broke. So and most good dudes are busy. You know what I mean? Like,
that is true.
We ain't got time.
That's why I never knock a guy if he work a lot. Don't knock a guy that work a lot. Now, if he got an excuse where he can't even call you and check on you, don't you go for that, because it only takes 2 seconds. But don't you knock a guy who out there getting his money and want to work towards his goals.
Yes,
don't make him feel bad. I gotta respect that, but don't act like I don't exist, because I ain't going for. I don't care how many hours you working.
And don't knock a lot of brothers that's making average money, because a lot of women be making average money and then they want to knock a man who make average money.
True, because I make average money.
But and then
that's true.
How a woman gonna knock a man who make average money? Once y'all put y'all money together and y'all above average together,
true.
That's the difference between 2 and 1. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna always have somebody to fuck, whether you're a man or a woman. That's 2. But when you together and you put your shit together, that's when you can bond and build good shit.
Sometimes I watch 2 people come together and they just come together as a team, and they don't have each party don't have a lot of money, but they take trips, they do this. It's about that team. Oh my God. You can have 2 people with big money and they just that team. That team dream, that dream team is everything.
Well, damn, I'm about to put my age out there, but for decades we've been remodeling houses for like Chaldeans and the Arabic population, and they will turn one house into like basically an apartment building.
Yeah,
and that's why they're more successful. Like, if you put, let's just say hypothetically, so let's just say me and you sisters, Balik, Reek is our brother, right? All 3 of us moved in. All our kids worked at our business. Wow. And we all lived in one house. That means we not giving away money to the bank in interest, because I don't care. Like, look on your, it's called the Truth in Lending. When you buy a house, the Truth in Lending going to show you how much you're going to pay over 30 years. Over 30 years, you done paid 3 times the value of that house. And by the time you done paid it, guess what? Okay, now you can refinance it and get all that money back. But in 30 more years, your kids gonna pay 3 times the value of the house. You never own the house. You always in debt, so you rent. What's the difference? Wow. The difference is you paying a mortgage. You think you better than the person who renting, but guess what? That person, when they rent and they sewer line back up, they ain't paying $7,000. Wow. That landlord is. That homeowner is. That roof come off, they get the leaking. That renter ain't paying $20,000, $30,000 to replace a roof. So homeownership is in not having a mortgage. And so a lot of people have mortgages and think they better than the person who rent.
They used to hate me because I'm like, you low key renting too. They just make it look good. Because if you don't pay them taxes, they're gonna take your house.
You don't pay that mortgage, they're gonna show you who house it is.
Yeah,
that's just like it's like a lot of them places like resorts, and they got like the canoe places and stuff like that up north, like camping grounds and stuff. It's families that come together and they own the whole ground. They might have a house that's right. A big house that's right on the land, but they renting canoes and they renting out the spots for the campsites and all that type of stuff or whatever. But it's a whole family who's running everything. But it's the same thing. Imagine if we all came together and bought up like some land by like the water for like Airbnbs. It's a lot of different places where you can do that up north or Ben Harbor or even in the city now.
I'm going to name a city, Ottawa. Everybody seen that movie Ottawa, right? Andre 3000.
Yeah.
That's in Michigan. Yes, that's in Michigan. I've been looking at land up there. Wow. It still exists. It's a small town and you could buy land there. The problem is it's not so much us coming together. It's like I'm opening the door. Inbox if you want to be a part of the Ottawa Feed the Streets program. It don't take much money. Let's say you buy let's say you get 20 acres somewhere in that area. You probably can get it for about $35,000. You build a 2,800 square foot house, which is like in the hood considered the average big dog, right? 3,000 square foot. That's where you got the walk-in shower, tub, 5-bedroom, kitchen, open floor plan, all of that. It's about 3,000 square feet. You could get the kit to buy that for about $160,000, $118,000 to $160,000, depending on the material. You get about 10 guys, you could finish that house in 3 months. So you out of $200,000, $250,000, you got a piece of property that's worth $1 million. So now you got 10 guys, that's 25 G's a piece. I'm sure it's 10 people with 25 G's.
The thing is, it's just hard to find the right people. Far as just because the way a lot of us was raised and the stuff that we went through, because that's just, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was a movie with like Fat Joe and some other guys, and I forgot the one guy name, but it's like he and some white guy talked him into investing all this drug money into like some stuff dealing with real estate and homes. At first he was giving them money, so he's like, oh, I could get out of the game and all this, but then the guy was a crook though. He let it build up. So a lot of times it be people like, I know we both can relate to certain situations that we invested money with people and that stuff but didn't go right or whatever. So that's why a lot of people be spooked by it.
But see, and I like that. But somewhere down the line, we got to be able to have a conversation, because didn't no white guy come to me and say, let me invest your money in real estate. I did it my motherfucking self. And anybody that know me, know I own a gang of fucking houses. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no white dude like, here, do this, do that. It wasn't. And what we got to realize is my father raised me up to realize the TV is an idiot box. And I understand what he means, because, bro, it plant that seed in our head that stop us. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fear things that, like, we really don't need nobody. We got black banks. We got black bankers. We got black stocks. We got black everything. But we always in our mind, like, for example, you want your house fixed right. Who do you call? You could say it. It's okay. You get what I'm saying? Hey, well, you know what? Matter of fact, we ain't going to say it, because guess what? Everybody that's watching, you know. Man, I'm taking my car to who? You know.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
That's true.
And then, like, as a builder, when I was remodeling homes, I was young, licensed builder, and anybody who build, you know how hard it is to get a license. If you need a permit pulled, call me. I'll look out. I'm trying to help people get city contracts and all that. I'm signed up with the city. Get with me. It's hundreds of millions of dollars out here to make. Hundreds of millions of dollars. So when you running around playing and acting goofy and fighting each other over goddamn 20 and 30,000, you retarded. It's hundreds of millions. When you drive up Van Dyke and you see all that shit broke up and concrete being put in, that's millions of dollars being made. And ain't none of them niggas living in your.
For black business, we do have to have better service. We got to step up our service. We try to go black a lot, but we do have to step up the black service.
Black customers got to step up too.
Like
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
One time I went to a lady and she didn't know my business was black because of how it's presented. And then my name Garrett, so everybody think I'm white. So I'm like Garrett Home Builders, I pull up. This lady told me she don't want no black people working. I said no problem and left. Then whenever, a lot of times, all too often, I'll run across my people and they expect me to be cheaper.
I don't like that.
But they do. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, I show love when I can. Like, because
I don't like that.
But it's true. And so now let's just say hypothetically, I pull up. I tell you your kitchen 30 G's, right? You look at me like, hell no. You know what? Polecat said my kitchen only gonna be 15,000. So he half the price of me. You getting half the work. You know what I'm saying? You call my phone and anybody notice. If you call my phone, you getting the answer. No matter what. You call Polecat phone, you gonna get a voicemail. You gonna find out his voicemail is full. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I learned, and you right. The black local stores, we can go in these stores, the local stores, and it's like, hey, what can I get this for? But when we go to Somerset, we wouldn't dare say the word.
We trying to prove we got money. We trying to prove it. It was a store.
Dang, we messed up.
Anytime, like, I was buying some weed the other day, and it was a little sister. She was serving me. It was at Jars. And she was like, I could get you a couple dollars off. I said, don't give me nothing I ain't entitled to. I don't want no deal.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We got to start feeling like it's an insult to want a deal. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, you begging.
Wow.
Like, you ain't finessing, you begging. You a bum.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk into some place like Van Dyke's or what was the name of City Slickers? Motherfuckers, our area, we ain't walking there talking about how much for these gators. I'll give you 800. It's say $14.75.
Wow.
Not only do you pay $14.75, give me 3 pair of these motherfuckers. And if you can't buy 3 pairs, take your bum ass back out to the streets and go step your hustle up. Don't want people to step down because you won't step up. You know what I'm saying?
Basically change your customer, not your price.
I'm trying to tell you, like with my tax office, I don't service everybody. Everybody can't do business with me because they don't know what they're getting. You getting solid service. I'm not putting illegal shit through. Your name ain't finna get fucked up. Man, I deal with all type of shit. I have to deal with audits. I fix people's shit. And the IRS is a motherfucker. Listen, I got one client, IRS been lying to her. I quit even fucking discussing the shit because the IRS was telling her, we ain't get the shit, right? We ain't get the paperwork. Then 2 months later, they told her, oh, we did get it on this day, the day I told her. Oh, I'm sorry. Then the next time the same thing happened. They give you the run around and stretch you out to see how long Yeah, they see, because this is the thing. 9 times out of 10, she probably cussed them out or made somebody mad. They noted in her account, like, fuck her over. And then man, that's how they do.
But that's good that you know.
Now imagine this. You work at McDonald's, right? Let's just say hypothetically you work at McDonald's. You get a bitch ass customer. Bitch, you fuck my shit up, I'm gonna be mad, right? You think it ain't gonna be a spitball sandwich in there? You know what I'm saying? So some people can't think. You gotta be smooth. You gotta work with composure. And you know, that's what's killing a lot of us right now. We can't be begging each other for fucking deals. Give a motherfucker what they ask.
That's true.
You want this person to be there to serve you. Obviously, you want their service because you there. Want them to be there next time you go. They ain't gonna be there.
I always respect the price, and I can afford it. I'll be back, or I won't come back. But I'm big on that. I actually wish I was the person to be like, man, I gotta respect your price, either I can afford it or I can't. Because who am I to tell you your value and your worth? You know, I just can't.
And another part of that too, though, and then we both can relate to it because I know for a fact me and you both done helped a lot of people. And a lot of times we done got burnt, but it's just our character that we keep doing it. The people who burnt us, we might give them a couple of chances, then we get back up from that. But it's like a lot of times, so I can speak for you and say, I know that you try to help people. But it's a whole bunch of people who say the same things and when it's talking about black business, but they only talking about themselves. Because if they come to me or if they come to you for something, then it's always the discount, or you got to wait on this and wait on that, true. Or whatever. So
that's why I like to hear the other side, because I was the person who was like, okay, y'all keep saying shop black, but like even with these hairdressers, it's like when I go on the website, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Their attitudes is bad, and it's like they go take $15 off because I'm late. But what happens when they late and this and that? So I guess they stressed me out.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong though. You still got the barter system or certain things, because it's like when I deal with him because of his character, and I know if I ever needed anything, I'm not going to give him the price that is going to be super high or this or that or whatever, because I know that we're going to try to work together on whatever we can do or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But some people just don't care. They just want to
take advantage,
play you or whatever. So that's just like, say if you promoting the hair or doing whatever they doing, but you out there, you Gucci, and people know you and they following you. So it is ways that you can still get more. So sometimes you should give a discount to somebody who's going to help pump your business and bring you more people towards you who really care about black business or really care about you and what you're trying to do. You know, so it is times when you just naturally do that. A lot of times somebody gonna hook you up. You ain't gotta ask them for the hookup, but they gonna give it to you.
I get you.
They gonna give it to you.
You're right.
Because like a lot of times, man, like when I do taxes, right? I ain't gonna lie, I'm expensive as fuck.
Right.
But you seen that refund.
You
get what I'm
when
saying?
You know who you are, you know your worth. Don't play small for nobody.
This was funny, right? Every year it's always a new loophole. The people who give me hell talk shit and they think that I really give a fuck. I be playing roles. I be like, yeah, nah, okay. Cause I don't want a person to think that I don't want the money. I want every dime I can get.
Ooh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm not finna kiss nobody ass.
Okay.
Because for every person that don't come back to me, I promise you I get 30 more.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
And
so if you willing to go away from me and I'm willing to do what it takes to make sure you sweet, I need you away from me anyway.
And sometimes you need to get rid of the headache customers anyway.
What?
Change the client, don't change the price.
Man, what? I have people, I ain't gonna talk about what I charge, but they don't even ask me. They hear they refund. Like I just showed you a refund. That's after my fees. Wow. Imagine I sent you that refund.
What?
How much I make off? Do you care?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You got 25 bands coming back. Why would you care?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I got people who
good job.
They should be negative and getting 5,000 back. They be happy as a motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah. So why you care if I make the money?
Year.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you care? You know what I'm saying?
Like I wouldn't.
You ain't like we sitting there drinking this liquor, right? The average person believe that bullshit that they tell you at the liquor store. I ain't making no money off of this. This is the state minimum. Let me break something down to y'all for those who don't know. And you hearing this from I used to hold a liquor license. That book it tells us what's the least we can sell it for legally. That's not our profit. That book they showing you basically is showing you the cheapest price that you could sell it for.
Okay.
The price of it, you're not even gonna see it because it's gonna come from a distribution company. So like Eastern, I don't know who the distribution company is, but back when I was doing it was Eastern. Leonard did the syrup. Like Corona came on Miller trucks, Michelob's came on Budweiser trucks. So those who had a license, y'all know, well, if you know had the license, you already know what I'm talking about. And so we get it way cheaper. But guess what? You think them people gonna tell your black ass, I get it for cheaper, so I'm gonna look out for you. No, right. I ain't making nothing off of you, and our goofy ass believe that. How the fuck you ain't making no money? How you staying open?
We gotta know that it's a markup. Just like what you think about this stuff going on in China where they expose and everything with the Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, how you feel about that? Like, can I ask you a question? Would you wear a knockoff Gucci belt?
Well, from what they saying, everybody wearing knockoff. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I felt stupid as fuck.
Me knowing the business, me behind the scenes, knowing the prices, me studying all the stores, I had to learn. I know the secret. So it's really, 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 really hard for me. But, of course, it is a little bit better. But a shirt is a lot of times they plan on your validation. A lot of people need to feel validated. So they need to spend $10,000 on the purse. Sometimes if you got to spend so much just to feel like you're somebody, you might need to work with your self-love a little bit more. Because really people who really rich, they can wear a shirt like this and be cool. Even though he said this from Neiman Marcus, because this is a rich shirt. Nordstrom's, don't get it twisted. But people who have to be loud, sometimes people come in my store and be like, where the expensive suits at? They don't even know if it's, they just want to know where's the expensive suit. And it kind of hurts me sometimes because it'd be like, they don't believe. And I'd be like, some guys come and buy the cheaper suit and they eat. You know what I'm saying? They be sharper than the guy who spent a lot of money. You got to be the brand. I always said that people used to be like, you Gucci, why you ain't rocking Gucci? I said, I'm Gucci, you just rock me. You got to be the value. Let me tell you something. I had a Detroit Lions player come in my store. And he came in and bought a chain for $60. And he put that thing on. And he's rich. He played for the Detroit Lions. And he went to the Kentucky Derby. You know what I said? You go, boy. Because what they going to say? He a bum? No, he played for the Detroit Lions. Because real people who know they self and got kids and stuff like that, they don't need to spend that much to feel validated. They played on black folks because we didn't love ourselves. It's like we're not dope until we wear a certain thing.
You know what? And it's deep on what you're saying, to reiterate on what you're saying. If you could convince people to spend all their money on worthless shit, you can control them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at what we spend our money on, like my bro was like, it's hard to get us to come together and spend that money and own land and build this and that. Wow. Man, I done seen motherfuckers go half on chain.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And be sharing jewelry. Sharing cars. Yeah. But you won't share some land that can't be removed. Yeah. That you can put insurance on.
And then we dog people. Oh, you wearing the cheat. You wearing this. We dog people. That's why it was hard for me to stay in the rap game, because it'd be like, you broke. And I was like, that's not my character. I don't look down at people because they don't have it. I'm trying to bring you up. Oh, I'm better than you. You know?
Man, money don't make you nothing.
I'm thinking like, no, you still that's true. God made it where I sat with money. I sat with girls, with depressed women with red bottoms. And then she looking at me like, you broke because of this and that. And I said, for you to even say that about me, that's how low you are, because you need those red bottoms that you wear every other day, you know, because you got to show the red on the bottom to make you feel validated. That's the difference between me and you. A girl told me, look at you, you got to ask your phone, you got to ask your, that's what's going on? That's what make you better than me? Another girl said, oh, look at your edges. Oh, that's what we going by with the value? See, you got the wrong girl, baby girl.
This be the thing. Bill Gates said it best. He was quoted saying, to get rich, you got to do something you love. And if you love doing what you doing, it's not working. So you making tons of money because you not working. Rich is a state of mind. Like, you can have millions of dollars, but you ain't got nobody around you. You know what I'm saying? You lonely as fuck. But the number one thing about money is okay, say you have it. Most dudes have it, they not flaunting it because you worried niggas trying to kill you.
Wow.
So now you got this tag on you. Can't bring people where you live.
They worry about the girl using them.
You got to worry about the girl using you. You got to worry about if something happened to you, what people gonna do with you.
You buy the boat but can't enjoy it because you work all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you pray and ask God for money and blessings, make sure you come with, I want to actually enjoy it. I don't want the money. I want to really enjoy it.
How do you enjoy money?
I mean, I enjoy money, but
but tell me, how does a person enjoy wealth? Like, how? Like,
I think I can enjoy it.
But guess what?
I like to shop. I want to go on the island. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need the money, but because I'm a giver.
Now I'm gonna sound crazy.
I'm a giver, so I like to give to people. I want to go to the bar and say it's on me. I want to take my whole family out, so I don't need all of that.
Funny? Everything you saying, right? I'm in my mind. I'm visualizing how it becomes a negative. Say you go in the bar, right?
Right.
Everything on me. You know how many people gonna hate you for that? Ain't that a bitch?
I know. I just
Man, me and bro was sitting in
but
there.
I got to do it.
Me and bro was sitting
And
there.
but how many people gonna love you for that too?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, negative always outweighs the good. And in your mind, you're gonna be like, I might as well not even done that shit.
Right.
I was at a bar and we was
you
just
gotta be a thoroughbred. You gotta understand they talked about Jesus. Let me tell you something, when you great, they're gonna hate, they're gonna talk. Everybody's just not gonna love you, but you gotta be ready for the position you ask for. Like you might be asked to be successful. You gotta be ready for what comes with it. When a girl wanna be pretty and she wanna walk around, well, it's a dark side behind being pretty. Sometimes I be telling the girl it's not attractive. Girl, enjoy yourself. You can get that one little guy and have a little fun. It's harder for the girls who keeping up with the looks and all that. It costs so much. It's crazy. So be careful what shoes you want to walk into. You want to be famous. You want to be rich and all of this. Understand it's a process in every shoe or a role to play in every shoe that you want to take. You want to be that successful man, own his own business and this and that. It's something. Some people want people's shoes and can't even handle it.
They can't. You got to be content and happy with who you are. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are running around thinking that items can change how they feel about themselves. Yeah. You got to wake up in the morning and love your motherfucking self with $2 or $2 million. I ain't even gonna lie, I was rich before I made $1. Wow. You know what I'm saying? People know I was always a conceited motherfucker.
That's what I liked about me, because people loved me when I didn't have no money. So it's like when I got money, I could say that a guy liked me with no money. You know, they'd be like, oh, I need a girl with bread, but I have been liked and loved and I want to marry you with no money. So I knew that I was valuable because my personality and my heart. But I need the money. Can I ask you one question? Mm-hmm. Because you seem like you got it all together, and right now the world is pretty tough. Can I ask you a question? Are you happy?
I'm like super happy.
Okay, I like that answer. For twos, do you ever get anxiety?
I mean, yeah, but it comes from working so hard. You know what I mean? Like the stress of trying to make. So do you ever get a moment and you just be sad, you don't know why? I think everybody go through that.
Okay.
You know, I don't think being successful at anything changes being human.
Okay.
It's funny because, like, all right, say for example, you could have thrown and be carried around and your legs still get tired because you're not used to walking 8 feet.
You're still human.
You're still human. I'm gonna tell you, like, in my situation with my girl, right? My girl didn't know I had my shit together. She met me. That's what made me like her.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you act like you didn't have it together?
No, the way I came, I came as a serviceman.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't know shit.
Like, wow, but you okay.
So, like, when
you knew she was real, like you for you.
Yeah, she had to, because I came to do some work on her house.
So, can I ask you a question? Are you more happy with? Is because you was happy with yourself first, or because this beautiful woman came into your life and brought joy to your life?
Honestly, I was happy with myself.
Okay.
I had previously, before I met her, I was with somebody.
So you was healed before you met her?
Oh, by far.
Really?
Hell, you can say that, you enjoy life. So let's do the math. You seen that picture I showed you, right? Yeah. And most people, I didn't even know I was as big as I was.
That picture.
Listen, look, you don't know.
I admire you because I seen that picture.
Hey, look.
Because that motivation for me that you can change, the table would turn. Look what God can do.
I knew I had to been big as hell. I had went, a lot of my family live in Pittsburgh. And I went down there and they was like, cuz, you big as fuck, cuz. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? And another cousin like, dog, you big as hell. And I always crack jokes.
But this is what I always know. You loved yourself when you was big too, don't you? You was that guy.
I didn't even know I was big. So
see, I think you're that person who still loved yourself while you was big.
Yeah, you still.
And I like that. You was still sure.
You gotta love yourself first. You know what I mean? But it was funny because, all right, boom, I get out of this situation I was in, and I realized that I need to get in shape. So my goal was like, oh, I'm about to, get myself prepared for my next situation. I want to look the best I could look. So I got in my best shape. I'm out of shape now, but I'm gonna get back.
No, you still down.
But no, I ain't where I was. I'm talking about, I was walking through the mall, man. I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm buying shit. I ain't never had bitches hooking my arm like I'm with you and shit. Don't even know me. I'm like, God
Did
damn.
it mess up your head? Did it change you? Or?
Well, like boost my ego?
Yeah.
In a good way though.
In a good way.
Yeah. I was never like an ugly dude. I was always tall, dark skinned, the good hair.
So even with the big guy, you had females. A woman always.
I was in a relationship big, so I wasn't worried about other females. I never would, like any girl that's been with me there.
And I bet you always had the woman who appreciates you and always say you would pump your head up. Clearly you was big and she was still loving your big butt. It made you feel big, I didn't feel that's big. Important.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel
it's
big.
It's important when the person love you. Even when you big or whatever, it really is important when she just love your dirty drawers, your big butt, or you disgusted, she still love you and like, it's important.
Said a big butt.
Right.
It's so important when you with somebody who actually adores you and love you and admire you for you. It really makes a difference.
It do. But I don't, it's hard for me to remember that because it's been so long.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you enter a new relationship, you kind of forget your old shit.
That's good. And I'm glad that's what you said. That's in the past.
Yeah, so
because you got this new glow. So whoever your new woman is, bless her heart, because you just a new you, a new glow.
It was funny. My sister, so I hadn't seen my sister in some time because I be so busy. And shout out to all my niggas, man. I love y'all niggas. I know I don't be pulling up like I should. You know what I'm saying? But I just be busy. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't seen my sister in 3 years.
Oh wow!
And she live in Michigan. And
your real sister,
blood sister. We look like twins.
Oh really? You ain't seen her in 3 years?
Yep, I hadn't seen her in 3 years. So we
really
we ended up going out. This liquor got me sweating like a motherfucker. I'm sweating like a hoe in church. But she was like
a hoe in church. A hoe in church. Or the first lady.
The first lady shouldn't be sweating. She got a fan.
But the first lady a hoe too, but the hoe be sweating because they be praising the hardest.
You know what? I don't like the thought of the first lady. I like the lady who say, I'm the only lady. Not the first lady, but I'm the only female. And I'm not the main chick. I'm the only chick.
I'm going to end with this because then I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do and then we're going to get out of here.
Right, because you did that hour.
Yeah. My sister said, she's like, bro, I'm happy for you. You look really happy. Like people that seeing me, that ain't seeing me, they like you look happy.
Wow.
So I'm definitely happy.
Oh, that was nice for her to even say that.
Yeah, that's my baby.
That's why I asked that. I always ask, I will stop and I say, are you happy? Because that's a good question. And when you said that was good. That you motivated so many people when you say, I'm actually really happy. Like right now in 2025, with Trump in office and all this little stuff and people being weird, not saying, whoever, whatever, we ain't gonna talk politics, but for somebody to sit in this world today and say they pure, I'm really happy, you hit the lottery.
You know what? It's a lot of good women. Like, in between me getting with my girl, I dated a lot of women and they were really good women. It's some good women out there. And it's some good men, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? It's some good women out there. But the problem is that the idiot box got us like, you looking on YouTube and you watching these goofy ass girls say dumbass shit. They don't represent all women, just like you said, oh, girl don't represent you. You know what I'm saying? Like Gucci a good woman. Like, a lot of dudes will tie in what they seeing on the internet and not realizing this a trap, man. They want us to be retarded. Like, all right, let's just do the math. Which home is more successful? A dual income home, a dual parent home, or single parent home? This ain't no shaded, no single parents, but which one is more successful? Wow. So yeah, of course, if it's advantageous for, I ain't gonna say the government, but whoever running shit to have more people weak than strong. Because at one point when it was dual parent and one income and one stay home, the mother was able to look at what that child was learning. Mm-hmm. you had more people involved in society. Man, you ask people nowadays, you ask somebody how many senators it is, they don't even fucking know it's 100 senators.
Wow.
But they sit there and say, I'm voting for Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know basic politics. You know what I'm saying? And I watched G20. That shit had me cracking up because that was like, I guess, the black woman president. But meanwhile, her husband was a weak ass man getting choked up. Why is it that our nationality, our group has to be signified as our men is weak? But yet we dominate in every sport we play. We dominate in fighting, boxing. Fighting, basketball, baseball. You put us in the water and swim. I think if they had some mink coats, we'll whoop their ass in hockey. You know what I'm saying? But we always signified as some type of weak ass male.
Cause you know why? Because at the end of the day, the biggest sport of all is love. Why we not dominating and loving our women? The black men not loving their women.
You want to know the truth?
Because they scammed y'all.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
They have convinced women to not submit to the black man.
Well, they did the child support thing. And when they did that, they made y'all go to war.
I think that's only part of it, though. I think as a whole, we not loving each other properly.
Right.
As far as even going back to how you are with your friends. Things are different. Friends, family, relationships, the love is just not the same nowadays. Because one of the things, like a woman, it don't matter if she got money or not, or the man, but they should have some type of drive, some type of stuff to build. So that's where the problem come in at. It's like some people want you to blow all of your money.
Wow.
How can you really love me if you just want me to always blow all of my money? Somebody who really loves you, y'all gonna have fun together. Y'all gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, but they care how you spend.
Yeah. That's how I know when I love a guy. When I be like, no, you don't gotta spend that much. We can share the food. When I don't blow all your money, I know I love it. Because I care.
You know something, and I always say this, man, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but I learned a lot from my father, right? And then something he told me, and a lot of men from his era say the same thing, that they designed a plan to take us down through our woman.
Yeah.
See what y'all...
And they definitely taking y'all down. Yeah, we taking them down.
What y'all don't realize is we love y'all more than we love anything. But y'all don't know it because y'all don't realize it. See, y'all brainwashed in y'all mind to think that, hey, if I talk crazy to this nigga, he gonna think I love... No. The worst thing you could do to a man is talk disrespectful to him. Because that hurt us more than anything. And then when it's disrespect from somebody we love, you killed the love.
But y'all hurted us.
Understand?
We're hurt.
Let me ask you a question. If you saw a pit bull, right?
Right.
And he was growling, would you smack him?
Yeah.
You would smack a growling pit bull.
I don't know. I didn't know how to answer that.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Honestly, you would walk away from that growling pit.
Okay.
But now
you're right.
Now here's your black man, right?
I want to be around it.
We could take our belt off, put it around that same growling pit bull and choke that bitch and take him home and make him our dog.
Okay.
But you got more fear for him than you do us because they have brainwashed y'all to believe we not as strong as what we really are. And so once you do that, it weakens our children after that. Because now, if you don't see the man that you laid up with and procreated with as strong, what you gonna see your kid at?
Right. I believe in saluting the man and pushing him like you a king. I'm the girl who speak life into you because I know what they're doing.
But we not talking about you, Goose.
Right.
We talking about the mass majority, and you know who I'm talking about.
I want to respond to something too, real quick. Let me see, cause somebody else commented, so it went up a little bit. But the person was saying, I think they're responding to something I said about the love is the same because there's nothing to miss. Back in the day, men, we go to work for 8 hours and actually have time to miss and long for their partner. Now with social media and cell phones, your partner has so much access to you. After a while, there's no mystery and women become bored or whatever. But just to respond to it a little bit, the love is different because it's mental. Even with the cell phones and all that type of stuff. When I speak of love as a whole. Even the way, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of the stuff, the friends that we had when we were young. You made a comment and said, because I pay attention to detail. You made a comment about how sometime back in the days, guys were getting money. They might even share chains. Guys had their own cars. They own this, that, and other. Everybody getting money. But sometimes it might have been the little hoopties we do business in that we shared those. Sometimes if I got the Benz, he got the BMW. Sometimes we swap.
Right.
Even if you look at like a lot of the movies, the Paid in Fools and all that type of stuff, them guys were getting bread. They was just swapping and sharing stuff because you had love for your brother.
Right.
You want to see your brother shine. Same thing in relationships. If it's like, if you usually drinking, say you drinking like, I don't know all the names of the stuff, but some of the tequilas was like Lumazel or whatever. But then when you get with us, you want us to always buy this. You go to Wendy's to get a burger, but every time you with me, you want to go to the highest expensive restaurant or whatever. But you don't know what I got going on. True love, you care. Y'all gonna do all those big things together, but you kind of care what they got going on. Some people don't give a damn what you got going on, only what you can do for them. And that's where the difference. If I really love you, I care about what you got going on.
If I bring you in my level, in my world, I'm not going to eat a steak and you're not going to eat a steak with me. Otherwise, don't bring people in your world. You know what I'm saying? So if you drinking this, and so what that I couldn't afford it, you should share that with me. Oh, don't. Why am I next to you?
Yeah, you can share. What I'm saying,
I don't like that.
What I'm saying is sometimes, say if it's like if me and you in a relationship together, and if you really care about me, even though I'm a provider, we're still gonna have those conversations to make sure.
Pull me to your level. Whoever on the highest level,
y'all have to be able to talk. Some people, they just want you to go blow all of your money. They not thinking about whatever. They don't want to hear what you got going on. They just want you to spend all your money. That's a difference.
I feel like this. If you together, like, all right, say for example, right? Every relationship I've been in, every relationship, it ain't a bitch that could call in and say, a woman, I've been working on myself. It ain't a woman. My mama said I cuss too much. So those
are the real folks.
Okay. Yeah. So she it's not a woman that I was with that can't say when we was together, I didn't say R. So we had a tax office. We have a building company. We had a, like, any car that I bought and it was the newest car, I would let my woman drive that.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, but it's like it's also this. Here go the thing. I never want to look prettier than my woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now what women gotta do is, you know who you fucking with. Demand what you want. Just like men demand what they want. You said earlier, you said, I ain't mad at her because old niggas want young bitches, so old women want young niggas. You ain't hear me rebuttal that.
Okay.
Demand what you want. You know what I'm saying? So now there's no excuse. So like if y'all want stand up men, make them be stand up for you, give them some pussy. Otherwise, accept the fact that you want to twitch a little bit. You need that button push. And so just go ahead and allow that to happen and let that be that. You get what I'm saying?
See, the thing is too though, it's like what people gotta understand. It's like a man can have all the money in the world. And like you got different levels of men. Some men that have the money and they gonna trick and buy your affection, or they gonna pay for you to get the fuck on so they can dog you. But you got other men, they're gonna give you the best, but they want to make sure that you still liking them and loving them for them. Because if you not loving me for me and I'm spending all the money, how can I fully respect you if you ain't really got my back like that? But I'm going to go all out. If I care about you and you care about me, if I know you care about me, I'm going to go all out anyway. So you ain't even got to worry about none of that.
Right.
We're going to do the best of everything.
And to reiterate on what he was saying, I never forget when I was with the twins' mama, we was married, right? She never worked. Believe it or not. Like she'd work when she felt like.
Did you look down at her?
Man, that girl, like I said, drove whatever new shit we had. I had 200-300. She drove the new. I bought a big Super Duty truck. She put gas in it. It was a diesel. I was mad as a motherfucker.
But you didn't make her be like, man, you don't do shit. Was you that guy? You don't do nothing. You had those moments though, didn't you?
No, like every relationship have its rocky points where shit you throw shit on each other. Right. I'm gonna just say it that way. You gonna say something like, I don't know who started it, whether she said something to me or I said something to her, but I was younger than that. Now where I'm at now, in my situation now, we don't even play that shit.
Nah.
Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, we gonna talk it out. Like, it's like, hey, this is what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have a real conversation. I ain't finna get mad at how you feel, and you ain't gonna get mad at how I feel. But when I was younger, would I throw shit? Yeah, I threw shit. She threw shit. Every girl, you know how it goes. But
you communicate well now?
Most definitely. But I think that those are things that were cliches that I got from the Idiot Box. Because
that's the TV Idiot Box?
Yeah, that you get from like social media, TV. Think about what people see, and then that's what you expect. Nobody know every woman. You sit up and watch different characters of women be on TV, and then they do certain things or on TikTok, whatever the case may be. Then they do certain shit, and then now you associate all women with that, and vice versa, you associate men with that. Every man ain't running around worrying about what job a girl work at. Every man don't want to live at a girl house. Every man don't want to drive a woman truck or a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit be crazy, but it be like that. Like, I polled a lot of different females, right? And I used to ask, I'm like, how the dating world is. They used to look at me like I was crazy.
No, but good question.
They used to tell me.
Woo.
And I couldn't believe it. Like,
I'm trying to figure out, I'm not married. And I'm like, is something wrong with me because I have no kids? Like, what is going on? Am I too picky?
Yep.
Am I too picky?
Yep.
Am I?
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily. I don't necessarily know how you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Because some people think that I got so many guys chasing me and this and that.
But you know why a lot of people.
But I be lonely.
You know why a lot of people don't get married? My homeboy, my dead homie Tebow told me this a long time ago. He said, Rick, you know what your problem is? I was like, what's that? It's like, you fuck with niggas that don't adore you and look up to you. Fuck with the motherfuckers who recognize
I want the one who adore me. And it's sad because all the guys who adore you,
really
but you chasing the one. And that's sad.
You get what I'm saying?
So my question is, do you want love or need love?
You need it.
Good. I like that. And that's how I feel. I need a man. I want a man. I need a man. It's just only right. Like, I need a man. I can't do this by myself. Don't want to do it by myself. I need it like I need to breathe. Now, don't get it twisted. They say the women can live by themselves. I think that they say the man need a woman more than a woman need a man. No. I need a man. I want a man. I don't want to do it by myself. I want to be a lady. I don't want to pay these bills out by myself. I ain't talking all that independent stuff. I mean, it's dope. I'm going to get my own money and stuff like that, but I need a man.
Just be honest, we can go.
That's where I stand. I'm going to stay.
I just want to say this real quick. Far as from what I see in you a good woman. And I believe a lot of stuff you say, like I was telling him, I pay attention to detail and what everybody say.
So why I'm not married?
It's a couple of reasons, but I think, and not saying all of them are bad or any of them are necessarily bad. What I think is, it's like you picky, but I'm not saying in a bad way, because you know what you want. What I believe sometimes when you're expressing yourself, sometimes people don't know how to hear because they're not paying attention to detail, so they misunderstand you.
She goes there, she did.
Like when you speaking of stuff about money, they misunderstand it, but they not hearing the part. When you also, by us shooting a podcast, is different than just somebody just seeing you on social media.
Yeah.
It's certain stuff you say in the podcast, how with me and my man, we can get money together, we can do this and that. So you're saying the right things, but in other parts, they just, you know how somebody chop up pieces.
Because they want to believe what they want. They want to put me in the gold digger box. Off the gate, they be like, when a girl is attractive or she kind of aggressive with talking, she expensive. She this. They automatically going to put you in this box. If a man is handsome with money, he's a whore. They're gonna just throw you in these boxes.
I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I can't say this to be exactly you, but I can say this. The reason why a lot of women aren't married is because they can't answer this question. When you ask, who is the prize in a relationship? Let me ask you.
I'm the prize.
Now guess what?
And I want the man who knows that I'm the prize.
Now guess what?
That's the problem.
But see, that is the problem. Now let me just show you why that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Let me show you why that's the problem. Both of y'all should be a prize to each other. If you just a prize, that means he ain't shit, so you don't value him. So y'all both had to be a prize.
I think he gotta love me more.
Y'all both have to be. You would never know that. See, that's superficial. A person could lie to you and tell you they love you more. They can act like they love you.
I don't experience relationships. That guy gotta like me more.
You will never know if a man likes you.
That's not true.
It's not.
You'll never know. It's impossible. How would you know? Explain to me how you know.
If he like me more?
Yeah, explain it.
I dated both kinds. You got the guy who...
Explain to me how you, Gucci, know if a man like you more than you.
Well, let's get this straight. After so many long experience, I realized, and my mama placed this in my spirit a long time ago. She said, "You the prize." And I
see how you can't answer that question?
Because
I'm gonna tell you why you can't answer that question.
But he is still
exactly.
When
There's no way that you gonna know. It's no way, Gucci. So now,
I dated a guy who I know that he
loved you more than
he didn't see no other woman but me. I have loved correctly.
That's not loving more though. Like seeing like
maybe because I've been loved like that. Like when you adore me.
Yeah, but that's how we just
baby, what are you doing? You good? He looking. He watching the room, making sure I'm okay. Like I've been. But
that's something they supposed to do.
And then I've seen the difference.
That's just love naturally for a lot of people. But the thing is, if a man really love you, and especially if y'all to that point where y'all trying to build and connect, or that's your wife, you want a woman who you can put on the pedestal. You want to be able to put her on that pedestal.
If he don't love me more, I want him to love me more because he's the king. This is good. I am the prize, but he is the king. And because I'm the prize, I'm his prize. I'm like his gift. I'm his reward.
Is it actually loving you more, though?
I'm your prize. Like, because you work so hard, because you're so awesome, and you're so amazing, you're such a king. You deserve a prize. And God bless you.
I think I could be wrong.
So that's why I say I'm the prize.
So let me ask you a
question. For you.
But let me ask you
a question. And I'm going to push you to your...
But let me ask you a question, though. Can you be faithfully committed to somebody you feel ain't a prize to you?
No, because one thing about the woman, when she love a man and he say she's the prize, she puts you on another level.
Now, that ain't what I asked you. Can you stay faithful to a man?
In this chapter, yes. Maybe back in the day, I didn't appreciate it. Right now, absolutely.
And now, guess what? So now, in these chapters, things change.
Yeah.
Because when you supposed to take advantage of it, when you hit the steel when the iron
hot. It's not funny when a man be like, I'm the prize. It's like
I believe that's
but see, no. Wait, hold on. I gotta address this because that was directed at me.
A man who say he the prize. It's not weird to me and immediately deal breaker.
All right, but let me just tell you what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm the only prize. What I'm saying to you is a man and a woman should be a prize to each other. Right. Y'all should be a gift to each other. If I'm not a prize to you, then I ain't shit. You get what I'm saying? So you got to realize that. So that means you should find a man that is a prize to you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. So that's why a lot of unions don't last. It's because a woman feeling like, hey, I'm the prize. He ain't shit. A man feeling like, I'm the prize.
True. I think you men are fighting because y'all saying, look, we somebody too. And y'all finally waking up saying, we feel, we emotional. We don't have to work all hard by ourselves. We like to get our nails done. We like to look good. We want to feel sexy.
A girly guy.
Because that's what you're saying when you say you're the prize.
No, that's what, no. That ain't what I'm saying.
Let me just
No, hold on. She directed that to me. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I didn't direct it to you.
You said that's what I'm saying. So that's directed to me. Here's what I am saying. I am saying, me as a man, right?
Right.
I don't want my nails. Look at my nails.
Right. But I like a man who gets nails done.
No. My nails ain't got done. So all that you were saying don't apply to me.
Okay.
I'm a prize because I could build my woman a house from the ground up with my bare hands.
Okay.
I can change her tires. I can cut the grass.
Okay.
I can do all that shit. I can cut down trees. I can do every fucking thing a man's supposed to do. So that make me a prize. I said earlier, I don't think I should be prettier than my girl. You get what I'm saying?
That's good.
So
I like that.
So you can't.
Then you in the 1%.
No, you cannot put everybody together. Every man is different. And women got to choose the man you want. Like say, for example, what type of man you want? Do you want a pretty boy? They out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty boy that'll love you.
At this point, because I'm spiritual, at this point, you got to just pray for me and God got to put us together and we got to be equally yoked.
What church you go to?
I can claim Greater Emmanuel on 7 Mile Schaefer.
I know exactly what that is.
You know, but at the end of the day, I haven't really been going to church in a long time ago. The church is in me. I'm so spiritually strong where I don't even need to go into the church. Anyway. I'm so spiritually strong, it don't make no sense. I can listen to the preacher and know exactly what he's saying because really deep down, I'm like an evangelist. I'm anointed.
The temple.
I always I have a calling on my life, so I put myself in a different lane.
All right.
You know.
So, but that's what I mean by what I was saying, like being a gift. You know what I'm saying? Because like, all right, let's just take it back in like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. When COVID hit, right? Me and my ex-wife were separated, but she came and moved in with me. You know why? She said, I know you could start fires. I know you got guns.
Survival.
I know you will protect us and the kids. I know we gonna eat because I can go out and hunt. You get what I'm saying? So that's my prize. She can clean what I kill. That's her prize.
But you're not her prize. You her king. You her king.
That's a title. That's a title.
What?
No, let me break it down to you.
King.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You her leader.
All that's cool. But listen,
not the prize.
You ain't understanding. So let me break it down to you, Gooch. I'm the king and the leader. But I could be a bad king and I could be a bad leader. Wow. So that means I'm not a prize if I'm a bad king and a bad leader. You got to be with somebody you feel is a prize to.
You know, when a woman love you, you pass prize. You are everything. I'm going to tell you the difference. I got a lot of couples to come to my store, and you got the guy who, man, sit down. He screams at his girl. Then you got this man and his wife, and they just happy together. He like, well, whatever the boss say. But deep down, he's leading. But he let her think. You know, I listen to my wife. But it just and I look at both couples.
He don't let her think that. He listened to her.
He listened to her.
Real men will listen. Let me tell you something.
My wife. Have you ever heard a man who just say, my wife? I love my wife. He just talks about his wife. That man is the happiest. And that woman is quiet. She submits to him.
You know why, though?
Him because you know why? Because he's saying my woman is powerful. She is the prize. And I'm glad I got my wife.
Everybody got a love language.
It's a flip script.
Everybody got a love language.
I'm telling you, it works. It works. When a man be talking all that prize stuff, don't do that. That woman is queen and God favored her for you. I feel like you know, she's your reward. When you down, and I don't care how rich you is, she gonna be the one who pump you up. You flex your girl, not your car. You flex your girl, not your money. You flex your girl, not your this. I'm telling you, that queen is just, when you get that right queen, I'm hearing the guys, and I'm hearing how these nurses say these men be by themselves in nurses' homes, but the ones who got good wives, oh my gosh, she go clean your drawers when you're stinking, when you're old. I'm telling you, that queen is everything, but I'm telling you, it's a flip script. Baby, you the prize. Put her on the pedestal. Make her glow, because she for you. The more you push it to her, baby, you the stuff. Baby, you the stuff. Baby, you the stuff. She gonna come back with it like 20 times on you. And make you king of the.
You know what
I'm telling you.
You know what a lot of people don't understand? Love is a reciprocated action.
Yes, she gonna do that naturally.
Hear me on this. Love is a reciprocated action. And what I mean by that is, if you throw it out, you should get it back. And like a lot of times, like, you shouldn't have to wait until you old to feel like you picked the right one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You should enjoy your life. Like, and I hate going to this, but this is my situation. And any relationship I'm in, if I'm in it, I'm going to enjoy my mate while I'm with her. My woman is going to be happy and I'm going to be happy the whole time.
Wow.
The whole time.
I like that.
You got to find somebody that make you happy. Like I said, I dated a bunch of women. I chose the woman that made me happy. I ain't chose what I thought niggas would think was the best.
Did she catch you? Was she really just the best woman, or did she catch you in the best chapter of your life?
That's a good question.
Because you can't say these other women wasn't probably good women.
I never said they wasn't good women. Nope. Stop. I never said. I said earlier, I dated a lot of women and they were all some good women.
Right.
It wasn't that they. All right, it was one.
God placed.
I could break it down. One girl, she was an attorney, right? On one episode, she finna run for judge. That was my girlfriend. I was hyping her up. She was a real good woman. She just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With certain things she done, like she wanted me to go to Dubai, right? She wanted to pay for it. She didn't realize that insulted me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck I need you to pay for me to go to Dubai? But I don't like. I talk more about what I got going on here.
Wow, so that do intimidate. Oh,
what makes you think that intimidate? No, hold on, Gucci. What makes?
But I don't think I offered but to I gotta intimidate. I just offered so you.
It's not intimidation. It's an insult.
Is it?
Yes. If I walked up to you and you like, hey, I'm taking you to McDonald's for lunch, right? Wow. And I'd be like, I'm gonna pay for it, Gucci. You'll feel intimidated. I'm not intimidated. You'll feel insulted because it's like I'm saying you can't pay for it.
That is the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. When a woman offer, she basically saying like, I know what your possums look like, and it's the truth. It's the truth. Right. Because I haven't saw that men before.
I'm gonna tell you the number.
I don't want you to stress out.
No, but I'm gonna show you. I hope she ain't watching this, but she'll remember this. I had told her I was gonna go buy a truck, right?
Right.
And so she was like, how are you going to buy a truck? Shit was funny as hell. She had that type of accent. I said, I'm going to go buy a truck tomorrow. It's like, really? You're going to buy a semi? I was like, yeah. So I felt like, you know what? You don't believe I could go buy a semi? Like, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I went and bought my semi.
Thank God I'm Lulu. Because I'm like, go buy that truck. Even though I feel like you can't buy it. Go buy you can get it.
But in her,
I'll never make you feel like you can't.
Her father owned a transportation company. And so we talking about transportation, and I felt like, okay, this is a perfect time. I'm gonna do this. But in her mind, it was like, hey, if you get on the road, you ain't gonna have time for me. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that, bitch, girl, I don't want to call her, but she a real good woman. I ain't gonna lie. Lady, I don't have to continuously drive this truck. I'm not finna become a professional truck driver. I'm gonna get out here, learn how to park my truck. So if my people throw my keys back at me, Javier say, here's your keys, senor, I could jump in my truck and go finish the load, bring it home until I find somebody else to drive it.
Basically, you're a man who's gonna get it. And no,
but she didn't treat me that way. So in my mind, I'm seeing like, oh, you don't see who I am.
Oh wow.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
And like women have to realize men had dreams and aspirations, and just because that man is telling you his dreams, he don't want you to knock them down.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you knock this down, you're gonna knock down everything. So women, y'all, like that was one. Then another girl, she kind of did the same thing. A lot of black women have this in their head. They think that they can emancipate a man and make you know what I'm saying? You can't suppress nobody's growth. You know what I'm saying? You want to see them grow and nurture and help water and as it grow up, if you got you a real one, you gonna grow with them. And so like my girl, I emailed her, a contract got sent to me. And no, that's housekeeping.
Okay.
And so anyway, not housekeeping, but the cleaners. But I guess we is
How
late.
long did we go?
We went way too long. You know what? This is Feed the Streets. I'm gonna let Gucci end it because she said she was gonna say something. Follow, like, and share. What was it? Something you had wanted to say.
I lost it.
God damn it, we done drank a whole.
I know. I think it's a drink. If I'm going to end the show, I just want to say, help me.
I'm going to help out by saying call 1-800-FEED-THE-CHILDREN. There are Somalian kids out there that need beans and rice so that their belly can swell. No, but all jokes aside, man, we appreciate y'all, all the people who stuck with us from beginning to the end and follow and like our comments, share it, get it out here, man. We keeping it real. You know, we feeding the streets. We talking about real stuff. We try to get to all y'all comments, send them. You know what I'm saying? Super producer Rico only reads some of the comments of people he know. So, you know, he don't never keep it even. But no, all jokes aside, no, we appreciate y'all, man. Without y'all, it ain't no us. So like, share, man, promote us. You know, if you know us, you know we keeping it real. We this real Gucci. This your boy Reek. You know what I'm saying?
They ask them where your boutique
any topics y'all want us to talk about,
Van Dyke.
To put it in the comments. I dress fly men.
I'll let them know where you at.
Change your clothes, change your life. Van Dyke, Southfield, and Plaza. I'm a personal stylist. I really believe in the man and bringing him to the next level. So I don't just dress you. I mentally want to change your life. So I'm not just a typical person who want to just dress you and see you as a number. I really just I'm going to speak life into you.
Oh, I could get anybody a check too. Speedy tax. I could get you a check. But all jokes aside, we appreciate y'all hanging with us. We was only
ain't gonna be speedy.
That was funny. That's the truth, though. Hey, I'm telling you, it's probably about 9,000 people laughing like he ain't. No, I am behind on the gang of files. I ain't supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be working.
But he one person. I always remember that he's human, but when he gets to you, it's going to be right on time. And that's what makes him speedy, because when it come right on time,
expeditiously speedy. We come on time.
You're a different type of speedy.
There you go. All right. So with that, oh, dang, I forgot to give my mama-in-law a shout out. Shout out to my mama-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Baked chicken on me, you know what I'm saying? Short, no, not salmon. Baked chicken, short ribs, northern beans. What else? What else? It was something else. Oh, yams, greens, and cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mother-in-law. Shout out to my mama. I ain't cuss. And I'm trying to get our pastor, our church on, so I'm practicing.
That would be nice.
And he a real good brother too.
Oh,
like I'm proud to call.
Who was your pastor? Who was your church?
Reverend Tellis Chapman at Galilee Missionary Baptist Church.
And when last time you been on a Sunday?
I do my devotion by so I actually I am a true believer that when you were saying what you were saying, I was like, the temple is in you. It said in the Bible, don't defile the temple. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible is talking about your body. And so I spread the gospel in the areas where I am, you know, and I get the word on YouTube, because you could go to Galilee Missionary Baptist Church on YouTube and you can watch it from home.
When you watch this back, I want you to see, only time you were stuttering is when you was talking about church.
Oh, really?
In the body.
I've been to church. Nigga, on Easter, you was at Kalahari, motherfucker. Christmas, you in Disney World.
But with your family.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
No, I do pay tithes, though.
I sent the check.
I sent the check.
Because I deal with a lot of pastors and bishops. You have an anointing. You have a calling. And in another word, you can run a church and you can speak.
No, I might be opening a church soon.
Yeah, it's just, right. So,
what's another world, Van Dyke? What's another world, Van Dyke?
Another world is Van Dyke. We will be opening the church on Van Dyke. So no, but not all jokes aside, it's crazy because next door to my first tax office, we got several speedy taxes out there, but the very first one is on Van Dyke and 7 Mile, and right next door is a church. And the funny part is, the guy I bought the business from, Mr. Thompson, he taught me taxes. Him and the previous preacher was beefing. They wasn't cool. And me and the new pastor is cool. We got a real good relationship. So it's the advancement of it. That might become my church one day.
Okay.
I might go in there and I might be called.
Back in the days, the church and after hours,
I think they
shared the same parking lot.
Didn't they?
I think they're gonna put you on the stand. I think you got a calling to speak to the people to move mountains.
I'm trying.
I have great discernment, and I know when somebody got it. You anointed.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So
if you know what, if you look at and you are too, if you look at our programming and what we are bringing to people, we bring in knowledge.
You say you feeding them.
And we trying to nourish their mind to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? They could be, the people who watch this, they could be watching anything but us, but they're watching us. And that's somebody that's like, it might be somebody who like, you know what? I'm going to build a house from the ground up. You know what? I'm going to start a tax business. You know what? I'm going to go to Gucci and buy my first suit. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to go to Gucci and buy all my suits. You know what I mean? It's something that I don't see when I go down social media. I don't see nobody.
You'd be surprised who really seen it and really took heed to your word. Teach one.
If you could remember anything, men and women, remember, you are a prize to that woman, and women, you are a prize to that man. Both of y'all need to be a prize to each other. Make it be Christmas. On Christmas, ain't no one kid getting shit. Everybody gets something.
And from now on, I'm going to take what my mama taught me a long time ago. I was the prize. We both are the prize. And from now on, I'm going to preach that. And that is the truth. But when I love a man, admire a man, he is my prize. He is my gift. So going forward, the man is the prize.
You heard it first from Gucci Real. Well, actually second.
For the first time, I fought against that for a long time because my mama put that in my head years ago. You the prize.
And we going to end it.
He is the prize.
The man and the woman, y'all both are prizes. Now get y'all egos out y'all ass. Go on ahead, 69. Bust a nut at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And then get back on the grind. Hey, I'm your host, the one and only Reek, my co-host, Gucci Real, and our other host, producer, super producer Rico, who did them dog ass graphics under my expert tutelage. I was right there showing them, you know, like you see all I was showing them. I'm like,
don't wear sleep, you know.
But we appreciate y'all, man, having a sip with us. And you know what, man, we gonna start something.
And tune in next week.
Yup, tune in next week. And guess what, man? We gotta start giving away shit. We talk all this feed the street shit. We ain't gave away a turkey. I tried to get niggas money. Nobody a few people got it.
Turkey.
Man, a few people got the money.
They don't stop giving away turkey.
No, I never tried to. So I'm just saying.
Give away a Happy Meal.
It was a few people got the money. All you had to do was 3 things: share, like, and comment.
Okay.
Inbox me your Cash App. Share, like, comment, inbox me your Cash App. I'm gonna start that. It's gonna be random. It might be
$25 gift cash apps. Right.
I don't know if it's gonna be 25. It might be 10. It might be 5. It might be 100. It just all depends on who you are and like how we see your comments. It ain't gonna be more than 100. I can tell you that. But share, like.
But God will bless you so big where one day it's gonna be more than 100.
You want to know something?
He gonna bless you in the $1 million spot where you're gonna give away thousands.
You just said some shit you don't even know. But it's crazy because me and my girl, we literally are building a house from the ground up, and it's about to cost $1 million.
Yeah. So that's why I had to throw that back because I saw you ain't no small person.
Hey, you felt it, but it's finna go more. Hey, look, it's finna go more than $1 million. It's funny as hell because she's sitting up putting extra shit in. I'm like, girl, this shit finna cost like a motherfucker. And the builders, they slick because what they do is they don't talk about it. They let you do it, and then they come back and charge. Because they can lean the house.
But you prepared for it.
I don't know if I'm prepared, but I'm gonna have to get prepared.
You got it. you ready for it and you gonna take the challenge and you gonna make it look easy.
It's gonna look easy, but it ain't. It ain't. But anyway, y'all, man, we appreciate y'all staying with us, man. So let me get y'all up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.
Eastside nigga, my gang vicious with a pot and fork, got the grand wish. Can't care the difference, my rim inches or thick bitches. Hit the missions, now nevertheless, my gang cold. Pretty boy swag, I take your hoe. Never understood what they hate me for. That's just a demonstration, they ain't getting dope. Boys freak that van life. Born and bred on Van Dyke. Run the streets, that's every night. Now who is he? I'm M Guy. Did a photo shoot in polo boots. Is that real loot? I promise you. That $100 bill in the light show us real boy. Freak that sweet, but I'm scared of you.